So I have decided that I'm going to be giving this car away to one of you lucky people. Before we get into this video, make sure you give it a like. It really does help me out and it shows your appreciation. Now then, as many of you know, this is my 2007 BMW E60 525D M Sport in the LCI facelift configuration. And this is a car that I have had on the channel for around 6 months or so now. I have put a good few miles on this car. I've absolutely loved driving it. You know, I've pretty much mechanically sorted this thing out. I've done a few cosmetic things here and there as well. It's been one of the best cars that I've owned, to be honest. With it being a 525D in the LCI variant, it does come with the 3-litre very reliable M57 diesel engine, so it does come with a good amount of power and torque from the factory. I believe this car has already been remapped though, because if I had to say, it feels like about 250-260 horsepower. Yeah, this thing is definitely not slow. Now, it's definitely not slow, but it also is very good on fuel as well. I was very surprised, pleasantly surprised actually, that this thing will achieve 50 to 60 mpg on the motorway. I didn't even know that was a thing out of one of these 3-litre straight 6 diesels. The fuel economy you're going to get out of this car is very similar to what you would get out of the 520D, which is the 4-cylinder 2-litre diesel. So then let's talk about why I bought this car in the first place. So as many of you know, I bought this car very cheap. I got it for a very good price from a subscriber of the channel actually, and this car came to me with a sometimes non-starting, sometimes cranking, sometimes it would just not crank at all. So basically a crank no start problem, but like I said, it was a very intermittent fault, and that turned out to just be a DDE relay. So it was literally just a £12 part direct from BMW, fixed the issue, and it has never returned since. But of course we couldn't just stop there. We had to fix anything that we saw fit, and anything that was worth fixing on this car we just had to do. So one of those things was kind of forced upon me when I was on a bit of a road trip. One of the front coil springs decided to snap. So me being me, I'm not just going to replace one coil spring, I replaced both of the fronts. So they're all now done with genuine OEM parts. I took it for an MOT and it actually failed on one of the track rod ends. So again, me being me, I decided to swap out both of the track rod ends and also the track rods themselves. It also then went, of course, for a wheel alignment. I also decided to swap out the rear brakes. It's had all new disc and pads on the rear axle because they were looking a little bit worse for wear. I also thought it would be a good idea to get the air conditioning fully working in this car, because I owned this over the summer and I took it on a bit of a long road trip up to Scotland. Last thing you want in the middle of summer is no air conditioning. It didn't work when I bought it. It was literally just a case of getting the AC gas recharge, so of course we'd done that. I then thought it would be wise to do a bit of a service on this car, and when I say a bit of a service, I mean a complete service. So we swapped out all possible filters and fluids. So of course oil and oil filter, air filter, fuel filter, cabin filters, crankcase breather, power steering reservoir and fluid, gearbox oil, rear differential oil, coolant. We've done a complete coolant flush, brake fluid. We flushed out all of the old brake fluid, and of course flushed through completely new brake fluid. And as I mentioned, the AC gas has been recharged. And so after giving this car a complete service, basically ensure that this thing is going to be mechanically sound for the next owner for the foreseeable future. After doing that though, it was then time to get this thing looking a bit better cosmetically. I gave the headlights a bit of a polish up and they have came up so much better compared to what they were looking like. I swapped out the tailgate because the other was pretty badly scuffed up. This one is in so much better condition. Not only that, the other one had rust. This one does not have any rust at all. I then decided to repair and repaint the side skirt and also the wing mirrors as well. So I have stripped down and painted the wing mirror surrounds and also the wing mirror caps themselves as well. They look a hell of a lot better now. And then we finish things up nicely with giving the car a nice, thorough, deep clean. So the entire interior has been out in this thing. Carpets have been wet vacked. They've came up very, very nice. Feels like a brand new car in here now. Seats have came up nice as well, minimal wear. And basically the same for the boot area as well. Even the toolkit is looking factory fresh. And now this car is ready to be enjoyed by the next owner. Now let me talk about why I am deciding to give this car away to one of you lucky people. So then, as many of you know, I bought this car as the second car in a trading up series. So essentially I bought the car to fix up and then hopefully try and sell to make a profit. That is still the plan, of course, but when it came to selling this car, I have very quickly found out that there is so many time wasters out there. Now, I know that this is nothing new. I'd imagine that when most people sell cars, they get time wasters. That's all well and good, but honestly, at the moment, I don't have time for it. I have 5 cars that I'm currently working on. I need to get cars, you know, moved on. Essentially, there's so many last things to finish up on various cars, so I don't have time to sit and wait around for people that say they are going to turn up to view the car, and then I ask them what time they're coming and then they just don't even respond. So yeah, I have decided to give this car away to one of you guys. I would rather the car go to one of you guys as well that's actually going to appreciate it, that actually knows the work that's gone into it. Now, let me kind of clear a few things up. So am I giving the car away for free? Obviously, no, I'm not doing that. You know, I need to make a profit on this car to be able to move forward in this series. You know, I'm not going to lie about that side of things. Anything that I do make on these cars, you know, doesn't go into my back pocket. It literally just goes into buying the next car and funding the next car with, you know, parts and whatever else I may need to buy for it. So yeah, that's kind of the idea for this series. It's to basically keep reinvesting, growing the car and hopefully growing the channel from it. But yeah, so the idea that I've kind of came up with this car, you know, to hopefully give it away to one of you guys, is to have a certain amount of slots. Now, I've decided on 400 slots. So essentially, it's going to be £10 per slot. And yeah, that's going to be 400. That's going to equal £4,000. And you'd be thinking, £4,000? Like, I didn't think you were selling it for that amount. So originally I was going to be selling it for 3,195, basically 3,200. What I have decided though, I'm going to make this competition, I'm going to make this car available to win to anybody in the UK and Ireland as well, because Northern Ireland's in the UK, so if I can deliver to the Northern Ireland, I can deliver to Republic of Ireland. So yeah, I'm going to make this competition available to anyone in the UK, and I am promising to personally deliver it as well. So if you live in the Highlands of Scotland, if you live in Guernsey, Jersey, Ireland, the Isle of Wight, wherever you live, I will personally deliver this car. So essentially that's where the little bit of extra money from the sales of these tickets is coming from. Of course, I need to cover the cost of, you know, me getting it to its destination. Not only that as well, because I've decided to do it through PayPal, they will take a fee as well. So yeah, basically I'm only gonna pretty much get back the cost of the original price of the car, if that makes sense. So yeah, I should be getting around about 3,200, which is what I need from the car to be able to move forward in this series. So I know a bunch of you have bought tickets already, so massive thank you to all of you out there. If anybody else wants to get tickets, of course there will be a link down in the description box below. If you're wondering how the draw is going to happen, basically, there'll be 400 names in total. Maybe not 400 different people, but there'll be 400 names. So if you bought more than one ticket, you know, say your name is Bob, it'll be Bob 1, Bob 2, Bob 3, Bob 4, Bob 5. So I will then put all those names into a random number assorter. So all of those 400 names will be assigned a different number. I'll then put all those numbers in a random number generator from 1 to 400, and whoever wins it wins it. Like I said, regardless of where you live, I will, you know, deliver this anywhere in the UK. So it's something that I'm looking forward to. I've wanted to do this for a long time. I've wanted to, you know, be able to hand over someone the keys to a car that they have potentially won for just £10. I think it'd be pretty cool. If, you know, if the winner is up for being on video, then I'm sure I'll be able to make a video of it as well. That'd be cool for you guys to see, I guess. But yeah, that's where we're at. That's why I have decided to give this car away. We need to move forward with things, and I thought it would be a good, pretty cool thing to do, and hopefully it does go to a good home, to someone that could actually use a car right now. So now then, when is the draw taking place, you may be asking? So originally I actually set this for Friday, which I think when you're watching this will be today. I have, however, decided to extend things for a further 2 days. So the draw is going to be happening this Sunday in a live stream. I'm thinking of going live at 8 PM this Sunday. So if you're watching this in the future, the car is probably already gone. So yeah, unfortunate for that. But yeah, if you are still wanting to buy tickets, get them in now. Like I said, it won't stick around for long. If we do not sell out all of the tickets by this date, I've made it pretty clear that we will be giving a cash prize away instead. For those that are disappointed about that, I'm sorry, but you know, if we can't sell the tickets, so what other alternative do we have? And I can't keep this competition going for months and months. It's, you know, just is what it is. So yeah, hopefully we'll sell out all the tickets. I'm fairly confident we will. I don't think we have too many left. But yeah, this Sunday is going to be a live draw on my YouTube channel. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to announce the winner. And like I said, I cannot wait to personally drive this car to the winner's house. That is yeah, that's going to be some good fun. But yeah, anyway, hopefully this video has been easy enough to follow along. Hopefully it's kind of cleared a few things up. Hopefully you've all enjoyed it. Remember to give this one a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you have not already done so, and I will see you all in that next one.